right, Joseph. Well, it's time to play Better Bet. Here are the teams Mina just mentioned and their win totals. The Steelers are at 8.5. Chargers also 8.5. The Bucs at 7.5. So of these teams, which one is the better bet to go over?
All right, Steelers are a hard pass. They have the hardest record or hardest schedule in the NFL this
Public
season.
loves them too.
Right, Public loves them. I know, Mike Tomlin. Never had a losing season, fine. But betting over 8.5 in that division with that schedule, that's a hard
I agree.
pass.
I already said under.
Especially with the quarterback issues there. Buccaneers are intriguing, like Liam Cohen as a coordinator. 11th easiest schedule in the NFL. We only need to get to 8. Division's relatively soft. The answer would be the Chargers. If I was to bet any, I have not bet the over on any of these. But if you go over 8.5, there are some issues there, yes. But go back to Jim Harbaugh's first year with the Niners. That was a 6-10 team under Singletary, I believe. And then Harbaugh steps in and wins 13 games the following season. He doesn't just win, he wins quickly. And he does have talent with the Chargers. Oh, by the way, second easiest schedule in the NFL for LA. So it's not going to surprise me if they get there. But again, I haven't bet any of these yet because just quite frankly, I don't like any of the overs. Not betting the unders, but if we're playing better bet, I think the Charger over would probably be the best price for me.
Now, the producers kind of set me up here because that was one I was going to go with, but of course they wanted me to come off you on vacation
yes.
and all that jazz. But yes, like you mentioned, the Chargers.
The old producer sandbag.
Second easiest schedule. I know. I was like, which one is he going to pick? They're like, I don't know. And here we go. But nonetheless, obviously they lost some big personnel in Eckler, Allen, as well as Williams, Everett, and whatnot. But at the same time, this is a team. They had 5 wins last season. They got that injury bug. But I think Justin Herbert's going to be better this season. Also, the division isn't as competitive either, so you get some wins there. But this obviously comes down to schedule. If you have the second easiest schedule and you're seeing it at 8.5, it feels like of all those 3, you got to go on the over there because you make a great point about Pittsburgh. I just don't like that, and I also like the under 8.5 that I talked about.
Right.
Kind of got a lot of heat for that online. I'm not going to lie.
Steelers fans
I didn't know that Steelers fans were like
bunch.
that. I know. I didn't know that. And then for the Bucks,
Try talking nasty about Primanti brothers. See what happens to you there.
Yeah.
Were you even close on the Bucs at all? Schedule looks pretty good. It's only 7.5. Mayfield's back at quarterback. He's got weapons in Evans and Godwin. Yeah. Defense is decent. 7.5 looked like an alarm because to me that felt light. And then you dig into it and you think to yourself, maybe the team's headed for some regression there.
Yeah, because I feel like last year they surprised us in ways. Obviously beat our Eagles in the playoffs, which I will never let anybody live down. But yeah, it does feel a little bit low there.
Chargers, keep in mind, 3-8 in one-score games last season. 3-8. That is a big flashing light that team's going to turn it around. Harbaugh coaching late in the fourth quarter versus what they had last year. They're going to win some games. They're going to surprise some people in a few games.